The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. The ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Lamar off the play fake. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
They go play fake with Jackson. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. All right, now another opportunity to convert this 2-point try. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's brought down at the line. 2nd and 10 now. Throw deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs don't try to match them right away as we start out with an 8-7 ball game. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
He's on the move. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Walker hauls it in. And this one doesn't go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 4th down, here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the 1st.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
On 1st down, Jackson. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now they face 2nd down. And again, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
On 4th down, snap to Jackson. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the 1st turnover of this ball game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Ravens work some magic on that return. They took the interception all the way back to the 30. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
First down, here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. An avoidable mistake, and that one's going to set the coaches off more than almost any other. And now they're going to mark off the yardage.
13. Yo.
Play action. Here's Jackson. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Chiefs take possession of the football. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Ravens get it back after making their third first-half interception. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Henry on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
A 1-yard gain brings up.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. We've got a close one here. Back to the bank in just a moment.
DC, ready?
Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Jackson now on third. Pass complete to Walker. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense up to the line fast. Jackson's going to go on fourth. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. I don't need
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, 43. Hey, 15.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hauled in by Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs push their lead to 6. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens driving ahead. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Buying some time right. They connect on the deep shot. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a late score and tie it before the half. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Another 2-point try coming for the Ravens.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson throwing for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He put some power on a deep one left. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Ravens get it back after making their third first-half interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So it'll be second down. Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Chiefs get it back after making their third first-half interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders or offensive guys have bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Finds his man Rice. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Middle.
A final throw before the break. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway, a spot in the divisional round on the line. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Working quickly here. Another carry for him. Escapes a defender. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Running it now out of the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 34. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On target to Worthy. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Getting out to his left. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Yellow.
Man in motion here. Again, Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On second down, here's Henry again. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Running once more with Henry. That's a first and even more past the 40. There he goes on the right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Going to the ground again on first. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Play action now with Jackson. Buying some time left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His third total score this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. Well, the good news is still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while. Yeah. And you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
Escapes out to the left. Connects with the open man downfield. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Ravens 21.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush down out to his left. He's running with it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Report!
On 1st down, Jackson. He lofts it deep left. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Jalen Watson. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
43!
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 15.
Throwing from near his own goal line. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
You turned it.
He's throwing for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. They got a touchdown, but that is only half the job. Still got to get this kick back and score another. And the Chiefs cover up the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. He's on the move.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Yellow.
He's back to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Markers reset, ball at the 37. He'll get this one to Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. The bat's got it.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Back to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs go up by 12 in the 4th. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Reed now to kick this one away. He'll take this at the 10. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Yo.
They'll send him over right.
Sit on.
Throwing again is Lamar. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs take it away once again.